we are good.
All right, man. You guys, everybody, these videos, you guys gotta say thank you to Brendan. Not only holding the camera, but holding it down for fucking TTF, man. If you guys, he's always in the chat. He's always talking. Even on Twitter, man. You just, man, ask this guy some questions, bro. I'm telling you, fucking smart dude. Especially when it comes to just news, man, reading flows, all that shit. He's on top of this shit, man. You're gonna have to talk in this video.
Yeah, for sure.
I know you got fucking mad insight on this too. We're gonna talk about the drug addiction. I'll talk to you my drug addiction, a lot of drug addictions people have, and really what I'm talking about drug addiction is weekly options, you know, weekly versus long-term options, even options in general, you know, because you remember the first time we started trading options in the TTF?
Oh yeah.
What did I say?
Just it's like ticking time bombs, you know what I mean? So like you gotta be careful, you gotta go think long-term, you know?
Even then, a lot of people, I don't know if you remember the very, very first time, I was so against it.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Because when I saw people trading options, and I was just like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
Right.
Because options are designed as a hedging tool.
Yep.
You know, so I look at things, how they're originally designed, you know, because where problems occur is where people use things outside of the intended use. If you think about it,
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Nobody fucks up using something how it's supposed to be used.
It's like prescription drugs.
Exactly. Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
You know, think about it. Go Xanax. Take Xanax if you have anxiety. It actually will help you. Now take Xanax because you're bored and take it every day. It doesn't work like that. Same thing with Adderall, many things. Oh, that's too risky.
Oh, yeah, that's a little tight.
Very tight. Hopefully this old guy doesn't hit me. But think about it. You know, it's how things are supposed to be originally used, and that was the problem I had with options, because originally people were trading them and they weren't using it to hedge positions. You know, they did not have stocks to protect and hedge these things with. So that was my issue. And this is what I'll tell you guys. Yes, I've adopted more leniency with it, but you got to be very careful. One, I like to use longer term options to hedge longer term theories or even hedge my portfolio. That's still, even to this day, how I'm using it. And yes, when there is short term plays, I take advantage of it. But what you guys will see after you blow up your account a couple times, you guys will start to realize some of those plays you're blowing your account up on weekly options, you would have been better off just buying 100 shares.
Oh, for sure.
Think about it.
Yeah, just
the margin maintenance requirement. Let's say you wanted to buy a stock 150, Netflix, you know, or Amazon, $500-600 a share. You're only going to need 10% of margin. That will only take away $6,000 from your account.
That's what I'm saying.
So, and you could day trade and you could still get the dollar for dollar moves, but there's no expiration. There's none of that bullshit. But what we wanted to talk about, because me and Brendan were talking, is how the dangers of weekly options that people don't understand. They are like drugs, my friend. Why? It's exciting.
Oh, yeah.
Very rewarding, you know. What drew you to weekly options?
Oh man, you can throw 100 in there, like on a Friday for the daily options. So, bro, you can take $100 to make it into like into a grand. You know what I mean?
Easy. I remember. You remember the UVXYs? We call them Oceans 11.
Yeah.
I did $60 to $600 on a Friday.
Yep.
In 30 seconds.
Right. It's insane.
It's sold out. Boom. And it's great when it works.
Oh yeah.
Right. You know.
Yeah.
Same thing. Drugs. I'm sure drugs are great until you get addicted. Right. You know what I'm saying? You guys with me? No. But think about it. It's terrifying because I hate when they always try to talk to me when I'm like not at the window.
Oh hi.
Okay, give me a second. But think about how it's exciting. You get a lot out of it, but now the problem people have is like they're so dangerous. They expire. Here's the thing. You got to understand. Why are weekly options so cheap?
It's designed to go to zero. You know what I mean?
Designed to go to zero, and you even have the market maker, these computers, these algorithms, literally pricing it as such, saying it's shit. It's dog shit.
Oh yeah.
Right, give me 1 second. All right, hello?
Yes, sir?
Can I get a venti iced coconut mocha macchiato?
Okay.
You anything?
Bro, I'm good.
You good?
Yeah, I'm
You
good.
sure?
Oh yeah, I'm good.
And that's it.
Just that drink for you?
That's it.
Okay, so it's gonna be $5.25.
Thank you. Man, $5 for a coffee.
Right.
Jesus.
I had too much coffee today already, so I'm good.
I did too, but I want to edit some of these videos, you know, talk to these guys. But think about it. They're designed to go to zero, The market makers are pricing them as shit because they know the value. And yes, sometimes it goes against them, but it's just like a casino.
Yeah.
It's more in their favor.
Oh,
They'll
sure.
give you that 1,000% all day. You know why? Because if you try to do it over a long course of 10, 20 plays, they're taking all that back plus interest every single time.
It's literally a casino at that point.
Exactly. You know, and now people might say, okay, how do you play options? You do the same thing. Yes, I have done the same thing. But here's where I take my advantage is when I get money from the casino, I'm not putting it back. And then when I do realize it's a slippery slope, literally, you know what we call it in gambling? Tilt.
Yep, on tilt.
It's literally, you know, think of the balance. You win, you're up. Then you play 1 weekly option, 2 weekly options, 3 weekly options. And now you're even. Then you're like, okay. Then you lose it. Now, boom, you're tilted. But now you have the odds against you, your accounts against you. What does a drug addict say?
They keep thinking back of when they were winning initially. They're like,
first
I'll make
high.
it back.
Like, oh, I remember I did this. I remember this happened. Oh, this is gonna happen. Guess, or my favorite. Ready? This time's different.
Yep.
This time's different. And then they put it back and boom, you're tilted. And before you know it, you're done. So why I'm making this video for you guys, especially the citizens, you know, you guys gotta be careful. You'll see it in the chat room. Make sure you're asking people about the losses they're taking on these weekly options. It's very easy to see. And then also, and I'll tell you the reverse, but also be careful of what you see is advertised like, oh, 30%, 50%. Dude, you could take a $10 option, take it to 20%, get 50 cents. But what is the realistic of you taking that, and then is it worth it? You know, if you put 20 bucks in, go up 50%, it goes to 30, your commissions are 5 or 10 bucks both ways, you're break even.
Yeah.
Pretty much you need 50% to break even.
Right.
People don't factor in commissions. And then another thing is, and this is the worst, you guys, taxes. How many people are thinking about taxes on these places?
Oh, no.
Daily capital gains taxes, man, some of you will get shitted on. You know, I had a brother hit me up the other day saying how he owes, like, he got hit with like a $7,000 tax thing from the IRS. He's like, I didn't even trade $7,000. And now that was mostly a mistake, I'm sure, on their part. I'm helping him out with it, but it's scary. You guys don't want to get caught up with that. And then think about it. Go ahead, go trade weekly options to 100 grand. Great, you made 100 grand. You're going to give $40,000 to taxes. And then do you want to live? What about what you buy a car? You can't even, you can afford a car maybe.
Right.
But it's not good.
You can't live off that.
You can't live off that. It's not a good way. And now, yes, you know, I pay taxes on my shorter term gains, but it's not, the more and more you trade, the more you're exposing yourself to taxes. Simple as that. And it's harder for your CPA and your tax person to give you write-offs, especially when you're opening and closing the same positions. It's a nightmare.
Oh my God.
It's a nightmare. So take that from somebody with personal experience, you know, but ultimately just don't get caught up in the drugs, the addiction of it all, and just seeing how don't get caught up in that, oh, it'll change this time, it'll do this, and trying to fight your way back from it, because they're dangerous, honestly. They're very dangerous. They're very lucrative. But come on, shouldn't that be the warning?
Yeah, that's just it.
You know, but that's what I'll say. Brendan, do you have anything?
I mean, we're personally speaking from experience from this. I mean, it's a psychological fuckfest when it comes to these weeklies, because you keep thinking that you're gonna get those gains back. You know what I mean?
It's
like, oh hi. But yeah, no, totally. I go through it all the time, and like you see it in the chat, and a lot of the citizens, they're messaging me, asking me what's going on, how do I handle this tilt, and I was like, guys,